Well, that can only mean one thing, everybody. Let's give it up for Aly and AJ.
Hi, you guys. What's up? It's so good to be here.
Who's coming to the show later tonight? Oh, I see some people that did not raise their hands. What are you doing that's preventing you?
Please
There's
get
still
tickets.
tickets.
That'll be fun.
This is really technically, I mean, we played our first night in LA, 2 shows back to back, but really Portland like kicks off the tour,
Yeah.
so it's really our first night.
So come see us. We're excited. Thanks for having us at KINK. We're happy to be here. We're going to start with What It Feels Like.
And then talk a
From the
little
new
bit,
record.
and then dive into some more songs.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Switch.
Oh.
We've got our cheat notes.
We love your jacket.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good call.
They felt like they were appropriate.
It's a lot of French, but you know,
See if it hinders the playing.
we'll see what happens.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think about the way
That's all you got? There we go. One more time.
Thank you.
Aly and AJ, they've got a new album out. It's called Silver Deliverer. And this was actually going to be my second question, but since you started off with that song, I want to talk to you about change, because that's what you're embracing on this new album. But you're not the same person. So what does that look like to each of you? What does this change look like and feel like?
I mean, we've gone through a lot of change as a band, you know, as people, as sisters. When we were making this record, we just noticed that we were in this season of change, and we were trying to really embrace that and be okay with it, which is a hard thing to do when you're kind of in the depths of it. But we started to, write the songs for the album, not really necessarily knowing we were writing for a record. But then the more that we collected these songs, the more we realized that we didn't have a song on the record that was kind of about like embracing this moment of change and really being a woman. And you know, I know it's not something that's always embraced in our society, but really kind of just being okay with the fact that, yes, we are getting older, and hopefully that's also getting a little bit wiser. And yeah, my skin is changing, my body's changing. I mean, I became a mom partway through this album, so that was crazy, and that was a huge change. It's been a huge life change. AJ became an aunt for the first time. We made this record out in Topanga Canyon with a very special collaborator, Jonathan Wilson, who produced this record and is an amazing musician and artist himself. So yeah, we had to honor that, and I think Silver Deliverer as a record is really our most personal storytelling to date.
And I think just to add to that, when you grew up in the industry and you're kind of caught on camera at all times, right? Whether it's TV or film or a music video or whatever it might be, being young actors and musicians, you are kind of seen as a certain thing, right? At 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So your teen years are captured, your preteen years are captured.
Yeah, you're like forever documented.
Yeah, and so when you do hit your 30s, or your late 20s, and you're rolling into that kind of new phase, you are really aware of it because you know everything else has been documented. So then you're like, oh my gosh, I hope someone doesn't notice this change, or I hope someone doesn't notice this change. And at some point, it's like, you can't worry about that, and you have to just let the music speak for itself. And I think having a song like What It Feels Like has been incredibly freeing, especially for myself, because my body is changing, my hair is changing, my face is changing, things are changing, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I still feel beautiful on stage, and I still feel great. But that song is kind of a reminder and a mantra. So anyway, I think it's an important tune.
I mean, it is important. There's a difference between knowing change is happening and embracing it. Not just accepting it, but embracing it,
Yes.
which is more powerful.
Yeah.
And that you thankfully brought me to my next question, which was my first question, and that is, you guys have been in the public eye for most of your lives since you were teenagers. How did you come out of that seemingly unscathed? Right?
Seemingly.
I mean, I'm not going to make assumptions,
totally.
but I
Thank
couldn't
you.
find anything on the internet. Let's just put it that way.
We haven't been canceled
did you
yet.
scrub it? No, I think having each other, it's so funny. The other day, this interview came up with Mary-Kate and Ashley when they were like in their teens, and they're talking about how close they are. And I think Diane Sawyer, or someone's asking them, Katie Couric, how are you guys like, how do you do it? And they're like, well, we have each other. I mean, it's literally that simple. Like, I think Aly and I not being a solo artist and being able to be in this together and understand what it feels like from day one was a huge thing for our band and our sisterhood. We also grew up in a pretty, normal's maybe the wrong word, but a pretty normal family, like a family home. So
that helped.
Being raised in a pretty traditional setting, regardless of the industry, the industry didn't really ever take over our life. So, putting each other first and understanding what it was like for the other person and having that bond together has been huge. But other than that, I don't know what else.
And I feel like maybe, obviously we had success, but it was never like to a magnitude where we couldn't like be normal people and interact like out in society. Maybe there'd be certain places that we just couldn't go, where it was like, okay, if you're showing up at an amusement park or a mall, you kind of might get stopped like multiple times over and over. But for the most part, we were able to live like normal lives, which you don't really see a lot of that. It's kind of like one or the other. So I think we were just lucky, in that.
Well, you mentioned, being sisters. I have 3 sisters, and sisters keep you real.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I mean, let's face it, you can't get anything by sisters.
It's true.
And I mean that in the best way.
Yeah. They know they also know all your skeletons too.
Right. And they're not afraid to bring those up.
Yeah, it's true.
You just had a 20th anniversary celebration of Into the Ruins concert. Yeah. And
Into the Rush.
Into
but
the
I
Rush.
love,
Sorry,
but I love Into the
Ruins.
Ruins.
Into the Ruins is actually
that is cool.
You're welcome.
Cooler.
I just, speaking of
well,
change,
we went into the
I
ruins
should have brought
to
these
find
out.
those
Speaking
songs.
of change.
No, you're good. We did go into the ruins actually to find some of those songs.
To find the chords and find the lyrics, and we were like, wow, we're
in the vault.
Yeah.
Felt like Indiana Jones.
But that looked like it was so much fun. I mean,
was,
coming out and playing these songs that that have been not buried for so long, but from a completely different time in your life, right?
Yeah.
And so to come out there, and you did this in August, was that? Or
Yeah,
this
we
summer?
released it in August.
This summer,
We released it in August, but we filmed, or I guess recorded that live concert footage during the With Love From tour.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Just knowing that it was coming up, and it was actually smart that we did it the way we did, because we probably wouldn't have been able to have gone and played that show.
It would have
if I
been
was
hard, I
pregnant.
think, with your pregnancy, and so we made it happen. I actually wish we had filmed it too. We could have put out a
DVD
documentary.
But yeah, it was cool to work through with the band. The band didn't know those songs, so they were able to look at it with fresh eyes, which helped. We remembered all of these harmonies that we sang obviously hundreds of times over and over again back then, and they came back instantly, which was really weird. It was like, oh wow,
cool.
yeah, it's like rebooting hard drive or something.
Muscle
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah,
All
it was
I'm
like
putting on
riding
my
a bike.
glasses for the next 2 questions. I'm not going to make that mistake again. 30 years, 20 years of making music. I'm not going to have you list all of the highlights, but 20 years, what are your favorite moments in those 20 years of making music, whether it's on tour, whether it's, writing the songs or what have you?
That's hard. I mean, I think being in the studio and creating these songs from the ground up and knowing, oh, there's something special here, but not knowing necessarily what the song's going to be yet is a pretty special moment. Mm-hmm. Looking back on songs that you can go, oh, wow, that was the start of What It Feels Like, or that was the start of Rush, or it started with that piano chord. That's kind of cool to know. So there's a lot of studio moments, but I think in a live setting, The Greek was one of my favorite shows we've ever played. That was a hometown show for us, being born and raised in LA, and Aly found out she was pregnant that evening, which is wild. That night was just incredible. It really felt like a launch pad for our career, and touring as long as we have, to finally have that moment, selling out that venue, was really, really, really special. That's a huge one for me.
I agree. The Greek was definitely one. Playing the Grand Ole Opry, that was really a cool memory, as a band, that we all got to do that.
That was cool.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah. Playing the Ryman.
Yeah, playing Lollapalooza out of the pandemic. That was kind of the first festival that was back. Mm-hmm. And we had never played a festival before, so that was a big one. And I mean, really, even just coming back to music and making that first EP, 10 years, I think that was a moment of realization that the fans were still there and were waiting for just new music to support. And it felt good to know that, no one had left. They were just waiting for this hiatus to end. And then, of course, just touring. We have so many memories of being on the bus, as young teens, and then now as adults. And this will be the first tour with my son, so that'll be a new memory. It all just feels like a really beautiful journey that we've been able to share this whole time.
Well, one more question for you. You are West Coast folks, as you mentioned, spending most of your time in California, sometime in Seattle. You had to have stopped in Portland along the way a few times. So what are your go-to spots in Portland when you're in town?
I mean, we love the vintage shopping here, so it's kind of duh, right? That's a must. There's a
Case Study.
Yeah, Case Study is a great coffee spot. And then Maurice, which is this little cute bistro French cafe down the street from where we were staying. Yeah. It's called Maurice. It's a really, really good. Have you got anybody been there?
Hit that place when we come here. It's really good. But we love, I think, being that we lived in Seattle for 7 years as kids, we feel really connected to PNW. We love the weather. Love it. It gives us an excuse to wear coats like this.
Right,
Can't do
right.
that.
All right,
Can't do
I'll
that
get
in
out of
LA.
the way. Aly and AJ tonight at the Schnitz. Silver Deliver, the new album. I will step away. You guys take over.
Okay, we're gonna play you guys another couple songs from Silver Deliver.
You're my favorite
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna play another song from Silver Deliverer. This is one of my personal favorites. This is called Lasso. You know, this record, I'm so proud of this album because obviously we've made a lot of records, but I do feel like this was such a turning point in our career as sisters, just in terms of the detail in which we wrote and what these songs mean to us, and Aly's water breaking in my guest room at 2 a.m. the third day of production, which was wild. And so I think it's so cool.
I was in denial.
She
AJ
was
like, you are gonna deliver this baby. You need
I was
to
like,
just
you're
get
going
with
into
it.
labor. She's like, no, we're going to the studio. I was like,
We're going to the studio this afternoon. She was like, no, you're gonna deliver the baby.
So Aly pieced out for a week to be with Little Man, and then came back and we recorded these vocals. And this was one of the first songs back where we recorded vocally. But yeah, it's just such a special moment in time and such a cool kind of capsule of our sisterhood and our bond. And this record just means so much to me. So I'm glad you guys can see it on an intimate side today.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting this. This guitar doesn't stay in as good a tune as yours, Age.
Okay. All right, here we go. Thank you. All right, we're going to play one more song for you guys today. This is one of my personal favorites. We just released kind of a deluxe EP addition to Silver Deliver called More Silver with an additional 4 songs. And this is called The Last Town, which is just about life on the road and touring and waking up in a different city every night and then arriving back in Los Angeles and having to deal with kind of the come down of being on a 30-city tour and coming back to real life and it all hitting you.
It's a hard adjustment.
It is. It's a really hard adjustment. And I talk about this with our drummer, Ben, because we're always like texting when we get back, like, are you still depressed like I am? And yeah, I am too. And I'm really used to being on stage every night. And now I'm just in my bedroom watching Alone. Which is a great show. But yeah, it's really interesting to be on the road and then kind of get hit with being back home. But we're blessed we have both. I also want to just give it up for our friends up here. Andy Toy on keys.
Yeah.
Sam Stewart on guitar.
And Sam has played a lot of the guitar parts that you hear on Touch the Beat and with Love From.
Yeah.
Which
he's
is
all over those
awesome.
records.
He's all over those.
And now we get to do it on stage every night. So it's pretty cool. All right, this is Last Time.
Coming back home, never felt more difficult. I'm high, I'm low, I'm both, I'm breathing slow. Carousel boy, wait for me with flowers. Make me happy. Make me happy. I'm so lost in a crowd.
Thank you so much. Please see us tonight. Bring your friends. We're so happy to kick off this tour, and thank you to KINK for having us. Thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
having us, KINK. We appreciate it.
Aly and AJ, everybody. So we're going to do a little meet and greet after this. Aly and AJ are going to take a little break, but we're going to do a meet and greet up there. So if you'd like to stick around and do photos, by all means. No cell phone photos. We're just going to do my camera just to make things go a little bit more quickly so that they can get going on their day. We're going to start with the folks up on top, and then you guys can come up afterwards. We're going to do this in an orderly fashion today. So if you want to meet and greet, we'll be right up there.